Good afternoon and welcome to Tatum Lady Coyote Playoff Basketball from the Pit in Albuquerque. Today's game is brought to you by the Tatum Schools, Norley Hospital District, Now Pharmacy, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Western States Insurance, LECO, Bob's Thriftway, New Mexico Junior College. Also brought to you by Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco, R360, and Legendary Services. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Trip Angel. Thanks for being with us today. All right. Hopefully all the technical gremlins have been bought. The game before ours featured 947 stations, of which 943 of them have never done a game until today. And so we were a little late getting on the air, and then we had some technical issues with everything getting here set up and plugged in. But I think we're on now. I hope we are. And ready to go. It is Championship Friday, Trip.
It is, and I'm excited to see this matchup. We have yet to play Mesa Vista, and I haven't personally seen them play in person, but I think it ought to be a good matchup. There's talk about maybe Texaco being ranked number 1 over them, and we were able to beat Texaco out yesterday, and quite the nail-biter, so it ought to be a good matchup here. It's still anybody's game here in the Pit in Albuquerque.
Well, it sure is, and this is the game that we have all been waiting for. Of course, we had that nail-biter yesterday that saw these Tatum Lady Coyotes knock off the Lady Wolverines of Texaco. Of course, the game you heard right here, Tatum Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, 50-43, although I don't think that really the final score is indicative of really how well Tatum played in that game.
Oh, no, not at all. I think that those fouls that then send some of the Lady Coyotes to the line really made the final score look like we had a lot more breathing room than we actually did. It was a great game, and your Lady Coyotes left it all out on the court, and I'm hoping they had a good night's rest and are ready to come play fresh because it is the state championship, and they're going to need to leave everything out there on the court tonight. This Tatum team with our starting five, got to keep them out of foul trouble and got to minimize turnovers, and they're going to be hard to beat.
Absolutely. Of course, this is a team in Mesa Vista. They play very tough, and they often do get a lot of fouls. When they played Jal in the quarterfinals up here, and I've got my sheets. I'm going to look at the official totals for the game. Combined free throws in that game, there were nearly 70 combined free throws, 69 to be exact. And so it was quite a game for this Mesa Vista squad. Going to be very important for these Tatum Lady Coyotes to shut down their number 1 and their number 2, and that is their number 2 and their number 3 on the rosters. And of course, there we go. Now I'm getting there. I've just got too much junk in this notebook. So Aubrey Maestas, she had 13 points against Jal. She's really their point guard. Their other guard is just a freshman, Aaliyah Boyce. She's the coach's daughter. She put up 30 on the Lady Panthers, was really the big difference in that. She is also this year's leader in steals, has the second most steals ever in the state, regardless of classification, had 277 steals. Really big difference in that game a couple of days ago against Jal. Mesa Vista forced 30 turnovers on the Lady Panthers. So you've got to find a way. If you can shut down Maestas and contain Boyce, nobody else is really even close to him on the stat sheet. So that's going to be the most important thing for Coach Michael Davis's squad.
I'm sure he's watched plenty of film over them and is well educated, and I think that hopefully they can shut those 2 star players down. Now, turnovers, on the other hand, we have struggled with turnovers, especially against Texaco, but I also think Texaco is probably the toughest defensive team in the state, probably. So hopefully that Mesa Vista's defense isn't quite as aggressive, and Tatum will be able to take care of the ball a lot better. And
well, they will be extremely aggressive, and keep your eyes open, as you mentioned, for Boyce. Taking a look at some of the numbers for Tatum here in the playoffs, and thanks to Ty Friend for helping put these together over the last little bit. Tatum, is averaging 56 points a game. That is extremely good, while just giving up 41. Something that they do have to be a little concerned about. They're only shooting 54% from the free throw line here in the state tournament. So 45 of 83 you got to make it count here in the pit. You spent 2 days kind of getting used to the Rio Rancho Event Center. Now you come in somewhere where everything is completely different. The sight lines and the atmosphere, and it's going to be an electric atmosphere in here. Of course, the game before ours was 2 Native American schools, Santa Fe Indian and Navajo Prep, for the 3A state championship, and this place is packed and nobody's leaving because you've got Gallup and Kirtland Central for the 4A girls title immediately following this one, and was talking to Robert, our friend and our contact with the New Mexico Broadcasters Association earlier. Apparently the Navajo Nation gave their entire staff the day off to come here, so even though this is Tatum Mesa Vista, well, it's going to be a packed house. And nice to see the Hobbs Eagles coming in to support the Tatum Coyotes. Taskovich is here. Looks like Hobbs brought their cheerleaders as well. And Tatum, pretty good contingent in the north end of the stadium here at the pit. But this should be an exciting one. Number 1 versus number 3. Tatum versus Mesa Vista. This Mesa Vista team has lost 2 games this year. That's it. One of those 2 was to Logan, who's playing for the 1A title tomorrow. That was an overtime game. The other game, the team out of Colorado that is playing for the 3A championship in Colorado. So that's been their only 2 losses on the year. And I don't know, maybe they were just off against Jowl the other night, but Jowl looked like they gave them everything they wanted and then some, even though the final score might not be quite indicative of how that game turned out. You know, you mentioned earlier, if Tatum comes out, stays out of foul trouble, and just plays their game, I think they've got a real shot at back-to-back blue trophies.
I agree, and this Coyotes press especially is extremely tough to beat, and we've got some players, Naomi Garcia and Colby Henner, they've both got some speed, and I think they can shut down those star players from Mesa Vista defensively. And then, I mean, looking at Mesa Vista's team, they don't look overly tall, and that's something we're happy to see. Seems like every team we play is way tall and dominant in the paint, and after last night's showing with Avery Hennard and Shelby Peterson, they got along extremely well in the paint, and hopefully we can just play in the paint a little bit and be stronger there than Mesa Vista. But I agree with you, it's going to be an interesting matchup, and also it is nice to see that Hobbs, another school from Lee County, here to show so much support. I think Hobbs brought more people in their cheer squad and band than Tatum has in their whole school. So.
That is a distinct possibility, but here to support their fellow Lee County school. Of course, you mentioned Avery Hennard. She's averaging 21.3 points during this state tournament. That is fantastic. Colby Hennard with 8 points. Shelby Peterson also averaging 8. Of course, she had that fantastic game as an 8th grader yesterday that really helped punch the ticket through for these Lady Coyotes. Sydney Rice, even though she fouled out last night, averaging 7. Naomi Garcia also averaging 7 points in the ball game. Got to be aware of the turnovers. Tatum is averaging about 21 turnovers during this, so got to be aware of that. But they are playing extremely tough on the glass, averaging over 20 rebounds a game.
Yeah, this Tatum team, I mean, they play aggressive, and if they can just play like they did last night with all that effort, it's going to be hard for Mesa Vista or anybody in that case to beat. But I'm looking forward to an exciting matchup tonight.
Well, should be an exciting matchup up and down the floor. Mesa Vista going to want to run and to do what they do. Tatum going to want to come out and play tough and do what they do. Of course, since Tatum doesn't take a lot of outside shots generally, you don't have quite as much to adapt to here at the pit. It is a huge open well, it's a pit.
Yep, exactly.
They call it the pit for a reason because they dug it into the top of the mesa here and then put a roof over it. At one point, this was the tallest and largest structure in the world that did not have roof supports coming down to the floor because it's dug into the mesa and the roof just sits on top of it.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's pretty amazing, but it is big. It is going to be loud. A huge crowd on hand for this 2A Girls Championship game. The Tatum Lady Coyotes are wearing the road black unis with the white letters and numbers, the red and black trim. And Mesa Vista will be in their home whites as the number 1 team. So one thing about it, and we talked about this a little bit before we got all the tech stuff worked out, we are on the North Carolina State bench. If you're a fan of college basketball, when you go back and you look at that finals from back in the early 80s, this was the North Carolina side of the floor, and of course the big Jim Valvano upset there. So they're getting ready for the national anthem. We'll take a timeout, come back with the starting lineups and the tip-off. This is Tatum Lady Coyotes State Tournament Basketball from Noalmark Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Back here at the pit in Albuquerque, getting ready for the start of this 2026 Nucinda Credit Union NMAA State Championship game between the Tatum Lady Coyotes, the number 3 team in the state, and the number 1 Mesa Vista Lady Trojans. With Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. Alongside Trip Angel, I'm TJ Miracle as the two teams reading sportsmanship announcements now down at the announce table, so that's very nice of them.
Yeah, and I was looking at this roster for Mesilla Valley. They've only got 2 seniors and 3 8th graders on their roster, so they look to be a very young team, kind of mirroring Tatum. We've got 3 seniors and 2 8th graders, so a little swapping there, but both teams here are very young and will probably be competing against each other in the state tournament for a while, I would suppose. But
I would think so, yeah.
Tonight's the one that really matters, as we're about to get kicked off here.
Yep, looking forward to this one as I'm guessing your starters for tonight are probably going to be number 1, Avery Hennard, number 5, Sydney Rice, number 15, Naomi Garcia, number 22, Colby Hennard, and number 40, Shelby Peterson. For the Lady Trojans of Mesa Vista, although they didn't have those ready when I checked earlier, I'm going to guess it'll be number 2, Aubrey Maestas, number 5, Aaliyah Boys, also number 21, Charlene Archuleta, number 24, Jordan Serrano. She is a rebounding machine, and we will have to see how number 5 goes for that one. So huge crowd on hand. As we mentioned, Taskovich is here. Got a mixed cheerleading squad, the Hobbs Lady Eagles and the Tatum Lady Coyotes. Both with the cheerleading squads there, so Lee County coming out to support. Of course, this is game 1 of our state championship doubleheader. This one tonight, the Hobbs Lady Eagles taking on Rio Rancho tomorrow at 2 o'clock for the 5A Girls Championship. We'll have that for you. Hobbs Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and hopefully we'll be actually on Real Radio Row tomorrow and not having to deal with some of the oopsies that we've had here with we'll just say some of the teams and radio stations that show up to cover some of the other schools when they aren't here, but I'll get over it. So, all right, big thanks again to all of our great sponsors who make Tatum Lady Coyote State Tournament basketball possible. Couldn't do it without the Tatum Schools, Norley Hospital District, Now Pharmacy, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Western States Insurance, and LECO. Also brought to you by Bob's Thriftway, New Mexico Junior College, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco, R360, and Legendary Services. Of course, because this is the state tournament in Albuquerque, we are not allowed to live video stream these games. And, well, we'll just leave it at that because I don't want to get in trouble. They were nice enough to find a place for us, so we'll just go with that thank those businesses that support your kids and your teams. So now Mesa Vista being introduced out onto the court, and I really hate that they let them wear those light numbers. They're supposed to contrast more, but okay. And I was right. Number 2, Aubrey Maestas. Number 5, Aaliyah Boys. She is the steals leader in the state, as the second most ever, and is just a freshman. Also starting number 20, Valerie Martinez. Getting the start tonight will be number 23, Isabella Gallegos. That means Archuleta will be coming off the bench. And finally will be Jordan Serrano. So you're going to have Hennard, Rice, Garcia, Hennard, and Peterson for your Lady Coyotes. Maestas, Boys, Martinez, Gallegos, and Serrano on the floor for the Lady Trojans. From the home of the UNM Lobos, great to have you with us. Tatum will be going towards the south goal here in the first half. So Sydney Rice will head to the big Lobo logo at center court to take the jump against Jordan Serrano, and we are ready to go. State finals here. Tatum looking for back-to-back Big Blue trophies. Mesa Vista looking for their first. The opening tip will be controlled. Garcia, great job blocking out and grabbing a hold of that first one to give Tatum control. Garcia to Hennard on the far side. Little jab step, pushes it into the far right corner. Long cross-court pass out to Garcia, then into the paint with Peterson. Takes one dribble, goes to the right side, puts up a hammer shot. That one no good. The ball is loose on the floor and out of bounds. It'll be Tatum, should be Tatum basketball. Should be Tatum basketball. Some argument over whether it was a kick, a touch, an out, what it was. Wow, they're going to give that one to Mesa Vista. I don't know how they figured that one.
Me neither.
I was going to say, your eyes are better than mine, Tripp, but it sure looked like Mesa Vista touched it last to me. All right, well, Mesa Vista has their first possession. No score in this one. As into the front court, that'll be Boys. Boys picks up the dribble, tosses it back. That'll be Maestas controlling right out at center court. Brings it between the rings, then comes near side, and then overthrows Boys, cutting for the deep right corner. First turnover for Mesa Vista, and it'll be Tatum basketball. 36 seconds into this one, no score. Tatum, their second possession, under a full court press. Good pass, and Hennard breaks it into the front court to a wide open Rice. She short arms it off the right glass, but there to get it is Hennard. Her turnaround not going to fall. Battle for it underneath, and the ball's still loose, and finally coming away with it was Serrano back the other way. And back over, and that was Boys who took it to the rack, and Mesa Vista up 2-0.
This Coyotes team has done a pretty good job minimizing turnovers. They just got to make their shots count.
To Hennard, and she gets fouled in the right baseline. Goes up. I think they're going to tack Serrano. They will. That'll be her first team foul on this Mesa Vista squad. So it'll send Hennard to the line to shoot 2. She's had a little iffiness from the line, 50-50, and misses the first one. So Tatum still trying to get on the board here. Well, it's still early. 2-0, 6:50 remaining in the first. Here on Tatum Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from Kicks 103. Misses the second one. Chasing it down is Serrano. That'll be her second rebound. Tatum in a little bit of pressure. Now they're going to drop back. Going into a 1-2-2 zone look as Boyce controls it into the front court. Gets a block from Serrano and then hands it off to Maestas. Maestas, little crossover, bouncing on the give and go to Boyce. She takes it hard to the rack and up and in. Got to watch that cut there, Tripp.
Yeah, for sure. And this Coyotes team has done a good job offensively taking care of the ball. I spoke too
Bad
soon.
pass, and that'll be the first turnover for Tatum to a wide open Boyce. Does a little dipsy-do and up and in. She's got 6 quick points and a quick timeout taken by Coach Michael Davis. It is just a 30, but a quick 6-0 run. Not even 2 minutes into this one, Tripp.
Yeah, these Coyotes have got to do something to shut Boyce down, and she scored all the points from Mesa Vista. They got to watch the backside cut and just take care of it and lock her down in the paint, because that seems to be where she's getting all her success. And I was going to say something about how Mesa Vista came out and had a couple kind of lazy turnovers there, just overthrown passes and stuff, maybe little nerves, and Tatum has come out pretty confident, it looks like. I don't think anything much can shake you after Texaco.
I wouldn't think so. The question is, did they leave it all on the court last night just trying to get here?
Yeah, I mean, it took a lot.
That was an intense ball game.
They didn't leave
They didn't leave anything out, that's
yeah.
for sure. So off of the timeout to a wide open Rice. She pushes it over. It's tipped, but Peterson there. She gets the foul as she goes to the right baseline and puts up the shot.
Both teams are playing an aggressive defense, and this is going to come down to free throws, looks like to me. I mean, who can make the most? Mesa Vista has not yet gone to the line.
Martinez tacked for the foul, so Shelby Peterson at the line. Puts up her first one and gets it to go, and so Tatum in the books. Now trailing 6-1, but Peterson can knock it down a little. Still early, less than 2 minutes have expired here in this first half or first period of play. Second one on the way for the 8th grader, and that one is off the back of the iron, but Sid is there. Rice will get it, and then she steps on the baseline and out. That's a bad turnover. Second turnover for Tatum. Each team with 2 turnovers. Tatum trails by 5. 6:05 remaining here in the first. On the inbound, feed it forward. Boyce will control as Tatum drops back in defense. Holland Mitchell waits to check in for the Lady Coyotes. Boyce gets the handoff, gives it to Maestas. Maestas, little crossover, takes it into the left corner. Bounce pass, leaving it off for Gallegos. Gallegos back out to Boyce, who calls for the movement on the offense. 5:42 remaining in the first. Tatum trails by 5. Boyce picks up the dribble, but then tosses to Archuleta on the far side. Archuleta runs into Garcia and tosses off to Boyce, then trying to get it into the middle. It is tipped, but right back into the hands of Boyce. She'll get it to Gallegos from the left wing. 3-ball up on the way. Not going to fall, and it'll be Rice with her 3rd rebound of the night. And coming back the other way, it'll be a foul called on Mesa Vista.
I think that's going to be on number 2.
Going to call the hold on Aubrey Maestas, so that'll be the 3rd team foul on Mesa Vista. So Tatum just 2 away from the bonus, and we've only got 5:20 to go here in the first. Still a long time to go as Peterson out, going for a little more speed, getting Holland Mitchell in. Into Colby Hennard as Hennard directs traffic. Over to Avery, deep right corner, 3-ball up and bang! Trebian, Avery Hennard with the 3, and Tatum back. Oh, they're going to say she was on the line.
Say she had her foot on the line, sadly.
Dadgummit. Still 6-3, and then a 3 on the way for Boyce. That one no good, but only one there to get it is Serrano as Mesa Vista will reset the offense. Tatum going tight man coverage, coming near side to Gallegos. Gallegos works against Hennard, then hands it off to Boyce, and Garcia gets to her. Into Martinez, takes it into the left lane, but has to throw it out as Tatum's defense runs her out with Mitchell. Trying to go through the lane. Boyce will lean it in, and the underhand scoop is good. All 8 in the books for Mesa Vista. You got to find a way to slow that kid down. Hennard with a bad pass stolen away by Gallegos. 3rd turnover Pardon me, that was Serrano. Then from the left elbow, 15-footer up, no good. Serrano with another rebound, her fourth, but then taken away by Garcia. Back down come the Lady Coyotes. Garcia coast to coast, the leaner not going to fall. Rice is there with her fourth board, and she's going to get fouled.
Yeah, Rice is a pretty good free throw shooter. She's had a little rough luck at state with these goals with no wall behind them, I think, but historically at home she's been pretty good from the line. And this Tatum team, I think it's just going to take a little adapting. They're used to playing Texaco. I mean, we played them 5 times where you have to watch out and
first one for Sydney is up and good.
Take care of the big post players in the paint, and now this is more of a fast run offense and defense by Mesa Vista, so hopefully they can adapt and come out and put some more points on the board.
Second one for Sydney's up and good. So Tatum cuts it down to a 3-point lead. 8-5 our score as we hit the halfway mark of this first half of play. Boyce just going to walk it up. 1-2-2 zone look for Tatum in the defense. Garcia picks up Boyce just as she crosses the timeline. Brings it near side, then back out between the rings. Tossing to the left side of the court to Martinez. Back out, then to Gallegos, who bounces it up, gets a pick, picks up her dribble and fires from 18, top of the arc. That one no good. Rebound loose and out of bounds, and last touched by Rice. It'll stay Mesa Vista basketball, far sideline. So the inbound by Martinez from the far side. She'll have to toss it all the way back into the backcourt. Good pressure being applied by Tatum. As Boyce will bring it into the front court, hands it to Maestas and sets a pick for her. Going right around that pick was Hennard. Hennard on Gallegos and Maestas tight. Now back to Boyce. Working the far side to the left baseline. Maestas. And then out for a three-point attempt. It is an air ball loose on the floor. And Holland Mitchell comes away with it for Tatum. Hesitates just a second. Then the bounce on the give and go to a breaking Hennard. Shot up, no good, missing it. And then the ball will go out as Sydney Rice comes up from behind and pokes it away from Boyce.
That was a great look by Holland there. I didn't even see Avery down there, but she got it to her, and Avery got a pretty good shot off. So then he keeps seeing those good looks.
That's two young ladies who have played together for a while and know where everybody's going to be. Set play, I had to think right there. 3 minutes remaining. Tatum trails by 3, 8-5. 2A title game here at the Pit in Albuquerque. Sorry, it is now the Pit powered by Nucinda. I'm surprised nobody's yelled at me yet about that. So to Martinez and then out to Gallegos. Left wing for 3. Shot up, no good. Battle for it. Ball goes out. And wow, they're going to say Rice got it last. I really thought Martinez had touched it last, but the man in stripes right on top of it did not agree. So give it back over to Mesa Vista as they'll have it on the inbound as they checked some subs in, including Archuleta, who saw significant time against Zhao. Going into the middle, and they are going to call a floor foul on Rice or Garcia. I'm not sure. They were both going for the basketball.
They're going to call it on Garcia.
They are. So Naomi's first personal. It's just the first team foul on the Lady Coyotes.
Yeah, this is a lot better than we're used to. I mean, by the halfway through the first, we've got a couple starters.
Janessa Sandoval in on the give and go, the scoop up, and wow, that was a quick foul. Coach Davis not real happy about it. Don't blame him at all. They're going to get Sydney for that one. Rice tagged for her first personal, second team foul, and the first chance for free throws for Mesa Vista. Oh, Mesa Vista at the line to shoot 2. And the first one is up, and it is good. That's Valerie Martinez, makes it 9-5. Just a 4-point lead as Rice checks out. Shelby Peterson checks in. Peterson, Mitchell, Hennard, and Garcia on the floor for your Lady Coyotes. Martinez is second on the way, and that one is good. She drains them both. First points in the book, not credited to Boyce. So right now, Mesa Vista doubling up Tatum, 10-5. To Peterson, top of the arc, to Garcia in the left slot. Now over to the right baseline with Hennard. That's Avery, then long cross-court pass to Colby. Taking it on the right side, uses up the dribble. Boyce on her very tight, trying to get it into the middle to Peterson. And the ball loose on the court, and possession arrow will go to Mesa Vista. So that'll be turnover number 4 on the Lady Coyotes.
Yeah, this Coyotes team's got to take care of the ball, and it looks like we can probably get along a lot better offensively in the paint. So they may have to change some things up here.
So Boyce will take the inbound from Martinez and just slow walks it up as we click to 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Boyce gets a pick from Archuleta. and then hands it to Archuleta, and then Garcia says, nope, mine, I'll take that. Coast to coast, and she short arms it, and trying to save it is Hennard, but saves it right into the hands of Boyce. And she'll throw it to a breaking Serrano and overthrows her, so the team straight turnovers. You got to take that extra half second, and that's what Coach Davis is saying. You can't short arm it when you get that open.
Yeah, nerves are probably at their all-time high state tournament and all, but you got to make your shots count.
Of course, Tatum was here last year, and they've pretty much been a fixture here at the pit the last decade or so. As from the left elbow, just a wild, ill-advised shot up by Hennard. Then the ball goes out. A battle for it on the right baseline. Last touch by Mesa Vista and Serrano. Oh, it'll be Mitchell to inbound from the right baseline, tossing it in at the Mountain West logo to Hennard, but she puts it off of her foot and then tied up by Serrano. Possession arrow stays with Tatum, missing out and avoiding a turnover there. Tatum just a little out of sorts so far in the first 6.5 minutes of this first quarter.
I definitely agree.
Mitchell gets it in, then gets it back, bouncing it out. Bad pass, but saving it is Hennard. Hennard to Garcia. Garcia back to Hennard. That's Colby. Gets run out by Boyce, then back out to Garcia. At the free throw line to Peterson. Shot up, no good, but she's fouled. See who they're going to tack on that one. They're going to get Boyce. That'll be her second personal.
That's what the Coyotes need, is to tack some fouls on Boyce and get her on the bench. She's definitely been the point-scoring machine for Mesa Vista here.
For sure. So Peterson at the line where she is 1 of 2 and 1 of 3 as she misses the first one. Going into the hostile end of the arena here in the first half. Now the 8th grader puts up her second one, and that one is no good. And the rebound loose on the court, and Avery Hennard coming away with her second, then takes it to the rack, and a little hesitation and down.
Wild shot, but I'm glad it fell in.
1 minute remaining in the first. Tatum trails by 3, 10-7 the score. Boyce from the right slot, 3 ball is up, and it is good. Boyce with the 11 of the 13 on the board. 13-7, a 6-point lead. Ties the biggest of the ball game for Mesa Vista. Under the full court pressure, Hennard with it. Stop and pop, and is blocked and into the hands of Serrano. 38 seconds to go. Archuleta crossing the timeline, leaving it off for Boyce, then setting a pick for her. Getting to her, now setting the screen is Sandoval. Another 3 up, and that is good by Boyce. Ouch. Back-to-back trays, and it's a 9-point lead for Mesa Vista. Bad pass, another turnover for Tatum. Ball loose on the court as Hennard battles for it, and they are going to call Hennard on the foul.
That's kind of hard to do. Avery was on the bottom, and Boyce was kind of on top of her.
That'll be her first personal. 3rd team foul on Tatum. Only 16 seconds to go here in the half. So 16.5 remaining in the first quarter. Looking to inbound it will be Martinez. She'll take it into Archuleta, who gives it right back to Martinez. Handed it off to Boyce, and then she travels under intense pressure as where in the world did Naomi Garcia come from?
She's pretty good at that.
Yeah, she just kind of snuck up on everybody, and it made Boyce hesitate and slide.
Yeah, 12 seconds here. It looks like you either need to feed Avery in quick or give it to Colby to shoot a 3.
Got to find something here to Sydney Rice in the deep left corner. Sid to Garcia, back to Hennard. That'll be a 3 ball up, no good. Avery with the rebound, but then gets stripped out at the buzzer. We have played a quarter from here at the pit in Albuquerque to a championship. Tatum with some work to do. They trail 16-7. Lady Coyote basketball back in a moment.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning. NMJC.
At nmjc.edu.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Back for the start of the second quarter. Tatum trailing, and let's turn it over to Tripp.
Montia's bringing it down for Mesa Vista here. She'll take it all the way and go to put it up, and will draw the foul.
And that just out of position for the Lady Coyotes underneath. He's Tripp Angel. I'm TJ Miracle, and they're going to attack Avery for her second personal. First team foul, and Mesa Vista to the line.
Yeah, this Coyotes offense and defense both are going to have to adapt a little bit. We haven't played this fast of a team all season, especially at this caliber. They can really move the ball around and take care of it, but they mainly defensively, the big deal's got to shut boys down. She's scored
14 points.
Yeah, 14 points, 14 out of 16. There's 2 free throws made. She has scored all the actual buckets, though, for Mesa Vista. As the second free throw here is no good, rebounded by Avery, and we're headed back down the court for Tatum.
Tatum is really cleaning it up on the glass, 8-5 in that first half.
Yeah, Garcia will give it to Colby at the near side wing over here. Feeds Avery in the paint. She's going to dribble around and go back in, try to go up, and she's going to get blocked by...
That's Serrano.
Serrano.
She's the post, and she is, other than Avery, the tallest girl out there. Pretty good battle going on.
Yeah, Rice will try to get it into Garcia, but looks like number 23, Gallegos, is going to get in the passing lane there, and this Coyotes team is just going to have to clean it up a little bit more and make sure you're making good passes, because turnovers, it seems to be what's killing them.
Trailing by 9, yep, 6 turnovers.
Yeah, bad shot by Avery there. Mitchell tries to save it, and looks like they're going to get it in. Number 5, Boys, bringing it down for Mesa Vista here. She's pretty good at slowing it down and keeping the same tone throughout the game, but bad shot by number 23, Gallegos, and there will be a foul on her, I believe.
Yep, they are going to call. They're going to get Gallegos, they're going to get Serrano. They were both in the neighborhood.
I think they're going to call Serrano on that one.
That'll be her second personal. So Tatum basketball, got to find a way to move the ball. They are having a little trouble with the pressure. It'll be a 2-2-1 trap press, looks like, this time down the floor.
Yeah, Avery now with it at the logo, gives it to Rice. Rice will take it all the way, and that one will be good, with Tatum scoring their first points of the second quarter here. And Tatum seems to get a lot of their points on breakaways with a press, but they're just not going to get those with this fast Mesa Vista team, as they're now moving the ball around. Going to get it to Boys. She's going to be double-teamed by Mitchell and hindered a little bit there with this zone defense. Back to Boys. Hinder's got her trapped up in the corner a little bit, but she's going to dribble out of it.
That got missed.
And Avery will get in the passing lane there and pick that one off, give it to sister Colby. Down to Rice. Rice takes it all the way to the bucket, gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell puts it up, and some more points for Tatum. I do not think that was a pass intended for Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't think it was, but it worked that way.
It went straight to her after that shot was blocked. Looks like we've got Peterson coming in maybe for Rice, but they're going to find number 13, Lopez, in the corner, and Serrano will get it tied up with Avery. Avery loses it, but it'll be picked up by Rice.
And then she gets a shoulder shot down there by Gallegos. That'll be her first personal, second team foul. Tatum coming out with much more intensity at the start of this second quarter trip, and they've cut it down to just a 5-point deficit.
And this Mesa Vista team is going to be like we see Tatum a lot at home. They're going to start getting in foul trouble if they're not careful and keep playing like this. And that would honestly be the best thing, get some of these starters off. And
couple of Mesa Vista players fouled out against Jal in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, if Jal can have someone foul out, it'd be great if Tatum could too. As pass from Rice to Peterson in the paint. Peterson puts it up, no good. And it looks like they're going to give it to Boys to bring down. Or no, that's Misteros, as she'll be tied up in a bunch of fouls from some Coyotes, but none will be called. And looks like
they're
going to
get
have
Peterson.
That was a jump ball, I thought. But Peterson with a foul drawn by Archuleta.
Going to say that she went over the back, and she was just a little bit out of position there to get all that clean, I guess.
Big shot by number 23, Gallegos, and Rice with the rebound. They're going to say she's walked, but that's kind of what happens when you get fouled by so many
I know, she was
players. But
yeah, it was like bumper cars under there, and Sydney was in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Her fifth rebound, but that'll be the 7th turnover for Tatum.
Staying Mesa Vista's ball into their own basket here, as they're going to get it passed in to Sadoval, back to Misteros, as she's guarded.
Maestas,
sorry. I cannot pronounce.
And a foul going
Complex
as
names.
Martinez leans it in. So they're going to get Sydney for her second personal. Third team foul on Tatum.
Yeah, the Coyotes have got to minimize their fouls here and just try to get it back to their side of the court, as we have not seen Tatum on their side of the court here in a minute. So her first one will be up and good.
So now Martinez 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and Mesa Vista back up to a 6-point lead, 17-11.
Martinez shoots her second one. It'll be no good. Rice gets the rebound. She's going to take it down for the Coyotes, but she's got to get across the timeline there. Gets across, finds Peterson in the paint. Back out to Garcia at the top of the key to Colby Hennard in the corner for three. No good. And rebounded by Cenero there.
Serrano with her, like the pepper, her fifth rebound of the ball game. She leads the boards for Mesa Vista, who lead on the scoreboard 17-11. 5:02 to go, first half.
Going to drive in here and kick it back out to Boys, as it's then given to Archuleta and picked off by Peterson, given to Garcia to bring down. And back to Rice. Rice will get it stolen from behind, but Peterson picks it back up after it's a loose ball. Colby to Garcia at the top of the key, back to Peterson. Peterson will shoot it from about the free throw line, and that one will be good. She was looking for the pass and decided, you know what, I'll just shoot it.
They gave her a little bit of room, and the eighth grader put the 15-footer down from the stripe.
Now just trailing by 5. Coyotes have got to stop this offense of Mesa Vista here, as a long three by Sandoval and picked down by Peterson, given to Colby Hennard down court. She's going to just kind of hold it on and let the Coyotes set up their offense here. Gives it to Rice in the corner. Far side corner to Garcia over here at the near side wing. Back to Mitchell in the corner. Just moving it around, looking for the passing lane, I guess. They find Peterson. Peterson puts it back up. No good. Mitchell gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Garcia. Garcia puts it up, and that one will be no good again.
And they're going to get an over the back on Peterson. I got a feeling on that one. She went hard to the basket. Unfortunately, a Mesa Vista player already there. And Peterson going to get tacked for her second. 4th-team foul on the Lady Coyotes. And so one away from the double bonus are the Lady Trojans.
With 3:54 on the clock still, and Tatum has got to figure out something offensively, as their shots are just not falling in. Too much pressure from this Mesa Vista defense here.
Still only down by 4.
But I have a feeling things may be for the worst, as Boys is now back in and bringing the ball down, as she's going to try to dribble around Colby there, but end up passing it to Sandoval. They're going to end up finding number 22 under the basket, but she'll be blocked by Avery Hennard. Gives it to Garcia to Mitchell down court. Mitchell goes to take it all the way and tries to get a pass to Colby, but
one too many passes on that one.
Yeah, as Boys brings it down, she'll get it across court to number 23, Gallegos, as she shoots a three, and that one will be good, and that's going to hurt the Coyotes, as this Mesa Vista team seems to be really strong from the three-point line here early on. Avery will get a walk call. And
10th turnover for the Lady Coyotes, and we've still got 3:09 to go here in the first half. 7-point Mesa Vista lead.
Coyotes have got to figure out something offensively here, as they just can get down to their side of the court a little bit, but they just cannot make anything fall in, as Boys now brings the ball down.
Mesa Vista is daring them to play faster than maybe they want to. If you've got the gear, go for it.
Avery will get in the passing lane there and knock that one out of bounds. It'll stay Mesa Vista's ball.
Good anticipation there. Avery just not able to get the hands up to grab that one as it came spinning by.
Mm-hmm. They're going to try to get it passed in here and picked off by Rice. Rice racing down the sideline. Far side, she Euros in, and that one falls in, and that's exactly what the Coyotes need. And now they just got to build some momentum off of that and shut Boys down.
That's what I was talking about. They want them to play fast, as Mesa Vista does not transition into defense real good. And so Tatum has had those looks. Just if they're going to give you the lane, go for it. Don't try and make that extra pass.
Yeah. And that'll be Tatum Coyote ball. Forced turnover there by Garcia, just adding defensive pressure, and that's something that I've seen a lot of the Coyotes, but they get in trouble as they want to swat at it a little bit, just over-anticipating it, and that's where they draw a bunch of their fouls. But good job there, just waiting for them to make a mistake, as they'll get it in and to Avery in the far corner over there, back to Colby. She feeds Avery into the paint. She's going to be stuck with it with several Trojans on her. And a long pass to Garcia.
Ooh,
Garcia
good save.
staves it, barely, gives it to Colby. Back to Avery. Looks like they're going to try this again. Avery drives to the basket, puts it up, and that one falls in. Coyotes now just trailing by 3, and Boys brings it down for Mesa Vista. This Mesa Vista team's a little slow getting in their offense here, but that's not going to keep them from shooting, but that one's no good, and Mitchell fighting for the rebound, and they're going to say it was finally off the knee of Serrano.
Serrano, yep.
Okay, I had it right. As Garcia will now bring it down again for the Coyotes. Big lob pass to Avery as she gives it to Rice for the 3, and that one will bang off the glass and fall in, tying it up and causing Mesa Vista to call their first timeout, as it is getting pretty intense here with 1:39 left in the second.
So with the timeout, all tied at 20, 1:39 remaining. We'll be back as Tatum Lady Coyote playoff basketball continues in a moment.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
The Lady Coyotes storm from 7 back to tie it up with 1:39 remaining in the first half. Mesa Vista basketball. I'm TJ Miracle, and here's Trip Angel.
Boys bring it down for Mesa Vista now, and she's kind of been shut down here recently. The Coyotes got to keep that defensive pressure there and keep her from scoring, and that's about all the defense you really need, as they're going to get a foul on the floor here.
But that will put them in the double bonus. That is the 5th personal, as that will be charged to Garcia. Her 2nd personal, 5th team foul, I should say. And, that is 5, so it'll be free throw time. As the scoreboard operators caught it.
Got Martinez subbing in for the Coyotes. We haven't seen her a whole lot here at the state tournament, as Garcia's been able to kind of stay out of foul trouble. And when she has been in foul trouble, you really don't want to take her out and change anything up, as her and Martinez kind of interchange for point guards, or have throughout the season, as she will come in for Garcia now.
Well, Garcia's been running up and down the court. She's been putting in the work, so get her a little bit of breather.
Yeah, as Boys' 2nd free throw's no good. That's kind of shocking from the big point score, but Avery Hennard will get the rebound, give it to Mitchell, to Rice at the top of the key here, back to Avery, or to Colby, and they'll turn it over.
11th turnover for the Lady Coyotes, each team with 11 as we click down to a minute to go first half, 21-20 Mesa Vista.
Boys with it will try to take it in, and she will be fouled. And those are the fouls we gotta not make, as they don't really count for anything, They're not fouls that they're about to score, as they'll now send Boys to the line again.
And that's the 3rd personal on Sydney Rice, so she will have to head to the bench, I would think. You don't want her to pick up another one.
Yeah, Rice fouled out of the first 2 or 3 games of the regular season, and then, of course, fouled out against Texaco the other night, which is understandable, as much came down in that game. But we got to keep our players out of foul trouble here, as Boys' first one is nothing but net, as she'll shoot for her 2nd, and Peterson will come in for Rice.
So Mitchell, Hennard, Peterson, and Martinez on the court.
Peterson gets the rebound, gives it to Mitchell, and she's looking for Martinez to bring the ball down. She'll just bring it down herself with no pressure back court. Martinez gets a good pass off to Colby, to Avery. Avery with a mid-range shot, no good. And Martinez will get the, they're going to call it a jumping ball just as soon as Martinez rips it away there.
And it will be possession arrow Tatum. So just down by 2, 50 seconds to go.
Mitchell inbouncing for the Coyotes. Now gets it into Colby. Colby with a quick shot off from the 3. And it bounces around in and out. But Peterson gets the rebound and makes it count.
5 points for the 8th grader, ties this one up.
Boys brings it down, and like I've said earlier, they've done a good job keeping her kind of quiet defensively, and that's really the big defensive deal here that they got to keep, as Colby guards her, will pass it off, and Avery gets it, the steal, and races down court against 3 Lady Trojan, goes to puts it up and draws the foul. That's about all you can do when it's a 3-on-1.
Yeah, and she broke down, and so they're going to whistle that one on Maestas. That'll be her second personal. Just the third team foul, but it is Hennard at the line for 2. She's 0 of 2 in the ball game. Need to convert these.
Yeah, 20 seconds left here in the second. Her first one's no good. Hopefully she can get her second one worked in here.
Yeah, now 0 of 3 from the free throw line.
Avery's second one is up, no good, but she gets her own rebound, and she'll lose it to, I can't see, Boys.
That's Boys.
That's what I thought, as she brings it down pretty quick and gonna give it to Maestas, but no good, and Avery gets the rebound there, races down court. Bad pass to Colby, but she'll be able to still pick it up, and Martinez for a deep 3, trying to get the buzzer beater off there, but it's no good, and we're going to go to halftime now. Your Tatum Coyotes, it's all tied up. They were down by, I don't know.
7 at one point.
7 about the end of the first quarter, so it's good they're able to make up that ground before halftime here, and it's been an intense game, and I think the Coyotes are going to have more luck this second period. They've really had to adapt to playing more fast basketball, getting up and down the court quicker, and just not playing in the paint as much, and they've done a really good job defensively here in the second, shutting Boys down, and that's really what they need to do, don't you think, TJ?
It is, and we'll talk more about it when we come back. This is Tatum Lady Coyotes State Tournament Basketball here on the Tatum Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Kicks 103 Facebook page from Noalmark Broadcasting.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game, and shoot for a finish in a legendary way. The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Back here at the pit in Albuquerque, it is halftime, and we have got a good one in this 2A championship matchup. Tatum and Mesa Vista all knotted up 22 apiece. Alongside Trip Angel, I'm TJ Miracle. Tiff and Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. So taking a look at the numbers in the first half of this one, it is the Aaliyah Boys show. No real surprise there, Trip. She had 16 points in that first half. But there's a caveat to that. She lit them up for Tatum up for 14 in the first quarter, but was limited to just 2, both of those from the free throw line in the second. Looked like they adjusted out on her just a little bit to try and say, okay, we're gonna contain you. Somebody else is gonna have to beat us.
Yeah, Tatum figured that out really quick after she hit two or three three-pointers.
Yeah,
and
two of them quickly.
Real back-to-back there, and they're like, okay, this is definitely the big offensive threat here that is shown by Mesa Vista, and they've done a really good job. They've had kind of Colby Henner manned up on her, and that's done a pretty good job keeping her locked down. And I mean, she's still scoring, but not like she was at the beginning. And if they can come out and play like that the second quarter, and the big deal already showing is they got to stay out of foul trouble. I think Garcia's got 3, Garcia's got 2, and Rice has got 3.
Garcia's got 2, and Rice has got 3.
So those are 2 starters you want to keep out of foul trouble, and if the Coyotes can do that and minimize turnovers, I mean, it's easy to say, but that's what they got to do, you know.
Well, what was it Mike Tyson used to say? Do you know who Mike Tyson is before I get to feeling really old?
Yeah, everybody's got to play until they get punched in the face.
Exactly right. Sydney Rice leads Tatum with 9 points, 6 points for Avery Hennard, 5 points for Shelby Peterson, and you got a bucket for Holland Mitchell. Here are the 2 stats that kind of stand out to me. Both teams with 12 turnovers, but the free throws. Mesa Vista 5 of 9. Which is not terrible. 5 of 10, so I missed one in there somewhere. But so they're 50-50. Tatum is 3 of 10 from the charity stripe, just 30%. And that's you're going to have a hard time getting that done.
Yeah.
Tatum, though, picked up the defense, did a great job. They outscored them in the second quarter, 15-6. And so, I mean, that's what got them back into this, and we are tied up at 22 apiece. We talked about it, and it looked like Coach Davis about halfway through that second quarter trip, and, you know, correct me if you think I'm wrong here, but it looked like that he said, all right, Mesa Vista took a timeout, and Coach Davis brought him over, and it's like he said, okay, if they're going to let us go in transition, just go hard. If the bounce it over, if the pass is there, take it. If not, just go to the hoop and see if you can score. And really, I think that's when kind of the worm turned just a little bit, and it got them moving faster down the court and really saying, okay, we know we want to be more of a set offense. We know we want to be a little more deliberate, but Mesa Vista may just not let us do that.
Yeah.
And they've got size, they've got speed, they've got some length, not a lot of height, but they have length, and so they are good at getting in the paint and good at cutting off lanes, except when they're in transition, and that's where Tatum has really started doing most of their damages in that transition.
I definitely agree, but that's also kind of a double-edged sword when I look at it because of the Texaco game. These girls have got to be pretty tired after that. So if you're just trying to run it down the court, which they kind of need to do, I agree with you, and the transition is where you're going to see the most success, but you don't want to burn out, and you got to be able to still have plenty of energy to play the whole game. Also, I think where Mesa Vista is going to have a real shortcoming is they got along okay against Jowl, letting it be the boys' show, but I don't think they're going to let it be the boys' show against Tatum. They're just going to have some other players step up if they want to keep this pace against Tatum. The rest of the game, as you were reading off stats earlier, Tatum's got plenty of scorers. They just need to have more luck in the paint, and I don't know what the shot percentage is, but Tatum seems to be throwing up a lot more shots and putting in a lot more attempts.
It just so happens I can give you those numbers courtesy of our friends here at the pit. So first half shooting for the Tatum Lady Coyotes, they went 9 of 27 from the field. That is 33%. They attempted 5 3-pointers. I don't know the last time they attempted 5 in a game, but went 1 of 5 for 20%, and that one being the 3 from Sydney Rice. It's kissed off the glass. There's a reason that square is there.
Yeah.
They say if you can hit that thing, it'll go in, and Sydney certainly did that. Now, it's not really any better on the Mesa Vista side. They went 7 of 20 in the first half, 35%. They had the 3 trays. They went 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. So Tatum kind of left that open a little bit, but that's not their game, and that's perfectly okay. You don't see that as much anymore. A lot of times, and call it the Steph Curry effect, if you will. Teams will get it, and they'll just pop a shot from anywhere on the court if they think they can nail the tray. That's not going to work necessarily, especially if you don't really have the shooters. And I'm not saying Tatum doesn't, because they will take the shot when they see it open, and it is a higher percentage three-pointer, but they really want to move inside and go that way.
Exactly, and I think Tatum can. They got to figure something out, because I think we've got them beat for size. We finally got a team outsized for once with Peterson's height, along with how Avery Henner can move around in the paint. I think we'll have more success, but that zone defense is just giving us some struggles down in the paint.
So let's see what happens in the second half as the Lady Coyotes have come out to warm up on the north basket as we will switch ends of the floor for the second half. Mesa Vista back out on the floor too. Who's going to claim the big blue trophy? Is it going to be the black and gold, or is it going to be big red with another big blue at the end of this one? We'll find out when we come back. Tatum Lady Coyotes State Tournament basketball from the pit in Albuquerque continues in a moment.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those who serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
Back here at the pit in Albuquerque, it is the 2A Girls Championship here at the 2026 new Cinda Credit Union NMAA State Girls Tournament. The Tatum Lady Coyotes, the number 3 seed, but the defending state champs, against the number 1 seed upstart Mesa Vista Lady Trojans. I'm TJ Miracle, and for the start of the second half, here's Trip Angel.
Mesa Vista's ball coming in here after halftime. They're going to get the clock set to 8 minutes after halftime here, 22-22, all tied up. So kind of starting a fresh ball game here and see what these Lady Coyotes can do. Again, like I was saying during halftime, they got to shut boys down is the big defensive strategy here, and they've done a pretty decent job as they're moving around at the top of the hill here as Masitas will move it and give it to Boys. Boys dribbling around, gets past Colby and drives through a bunch of Coyotes, but her shot's no good. And kick back out to Boys, and she'll shoot it again. And that one, she does not miss twice, as that one is good. And
Coach's daughter living in the gym, she is probably going to, know everywhere to shoot within 15 feet.
Exactly. As Avery Henner gives it to Shelby Peterson, and it's no good. Avery gets the rebound, goes back up, and misses that one. So, but she'll get the steal and go back up with it and draw the foul. And that's what we got along very well with, that exact same thing against Texaco. I don't know. There was maybe 3 buckets where Avery and Shelby were backcourt, and Avery just got it to Shelby when it was a 2-on-1, and it didn't quite work there, but hopefully we can see it work through the rest of the game, as there's still a lot left to play, as 7:15's left on the clock here in the third.
Avery misses the first one. She is 0 of 5 from the line. Ouch.
Yeah, that definitely hurts for sure, but hopefully she can make them up, and that hopefully will change things as she makes her second one, as Boys will bring it down now for the Lady Trojans. She's going to feed it in and back out to herself here at the top of the key, and she's going to be open backside. Shot's no good, and Colby Hennard will get the foul on the arm there. I could see it from here.
Yeah, Serrano went up, and she's playing hard on the glass. Yeah, they are going to attack Colby for that one. That'll be her first personal. Just the first team foul on the Lady Coyotes, and it is on the floor. So Maestas to inbound from the right baseline.
She'll get it into Boys at the top and kick it out and back to Boys, as they seem to want to feed her pretty bad, probably out of habit, just she's where all the points are scoring. But this Tatum team's done a pretty good job keeping her locked down. They've now got Avery on her, as Boys will get the ball once again. goes to try to drive in, but stopped by Mitchell, shot up and blocked, and Peterson comes away with the rebound, and looks like they're going to get tied up, and it'll be Tatum ball.
Peterson did a nice job as that one kind of got blocked. I'm not sure if it was a shot attempt or a pass attempt, but anyway, Peterson comes away with it. I think they're going to put that in the books as a turnover for Mesa Vista.
Garcia bringing it down for the Coyotes, gets it to Colby, trying to break the press a little here to Avery, to Peterson, tries to get it to backside Mitchell there, but that one will be hit out of bounds by Serrano there as...
Oops.
Yeah.
We won't say who, but one of our players just blanked it off the bottom of the backboard trying to get it to the ref. I love it.
But Avery will get the inbounds there, goes up with it, no good. Peterson gets the rebound. She goes up with it, no good. Gets her rebound again and goes up with it, and that time she'll finally draw the foul.
Yeah, she was in a lot of traffic right there as they're going to whistle that one on Martinez. That'll be her second personal, second team foul. And so now it'll be Peterson at the line. She is 1 of 4 from the stripe, but a chance to tie it and take the lead for Tatum.
First shot is no good, but hopefully they can tie him up here and this Coyotes defense can go to work.
As the free throw shooting woes continue for the Lady Coyotes.
Peterson's second one is up and banked off the glass, and that one will fall in.
I said it at halftime. There's a reason that little square is painted on the glass.
Yeah. A little risky using it for free throws, but if it works, it works. As Boys shoots a deep three way off there, and looks like Serrano's going to come away with the rebound there, and Boys gets it and puts it up. No good, and she's not getting many shots to fall in either besides a couple of those traces.
Of course, a good job by Holland Mitchell on that. She slid over and got in her face and didn't give her an open look.
Yeah. Garcia fakes the shot, Euros it in, and jumper in the mid-range, and that one will fall in, and Tatum takes the lead.
Their first lead of the ball game. It comes at 5:39 to go in the third.
Better late than never as Boys has it once again, and I think it's mainly out of habit. This team just wants to feed her, and she just can't get it fed into the basket. As they're going to give it back to her here at the far side wing. Feeds Maestas. Gosh, I can't say that last name, but Garcia gets in the passing lane there, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay Mesa Vista's ball.
Trying to get it to Serrano on that left baseline, and a good job by Garcia. She flashed through and saw that one where it was going and what the intent was. Good job as Peterson checks out. Rice back in with 3 fouls.
Yeah, she's going to have to play smart as they're going to feed it out to Boys here. She's going to try to get it back and end up with Maestas as Boys takes it in. No good, and she gets it back at the top of the key. Shot from the three-pointer line is no good, and Mitchell rips the free throw away and gives it to Garcia. Garcia going to find Colby Hennard, finds Avery in the paint. She posts up and rolls around and lays that one in for the Coyotes as they now have a 4-point lead.
Good positioning there for Hennard as she saw she couldn't just go straight to the hoop. Had to take a little roundabout, but made it work. Maestas'
shot is no good, and Boys with it now will try to feed it back out. Three-pointer shot again by one of the Lady Trojans, no good, and Colby Hennard rips the rebound away, and she throws it down court to Avery. Avery once again rolls around, and that one falls in.
Avery with 11 now.
Tatum now is starting to build some momentum, and Avery is not tall or big-framed or anything, but I think it's the lack of size Tatum's had for a couple of years. She's had to learn how to play post.
She's had to learn how to play big.
Yeah, and having that footwork and those skills, she can really move around down there and has been lethal these past 2 plays.
And high basketball IQ, which definitely helps. The last 2 times down the court, perfect examples of that. The one just now, she saw that she couldn't just cut right to the low post and then go up to the side. She saw that Serrano and Gallegos were going to cut that off, and so she took that little slide, kept dribbling, so it was not a travel, went to the side, got a good angle, and put it up and in on this near side, which is the right side from us, and she did the exact same thing the play before to the left.
Yeah, and having someone that can play post and be that athletic and have that good of footwork, it's really paying off here when you're facing off against a team that doesn't have anybody above 6 foot. Boys now bringing it down, coming across the timeline here with Colby Hennard awaiting her, and Boys will try to move it to the far side, and hand it off, and it'll get them back to boys, as it looks like all their defense, as I've said over and over, it's just feeding to boys, and Tatum's done a good job shutting her down, and that's really hurt the Trojans offensively here, as they're going to get that one worked in.
Yeah, they're going to call that one on Sydney, as they were trying to get it to Serrano on the baseline, and they did. So Sid will pick up her fourth quick personal, so she's going to have to sit. With still a lot of time left in the third, Peterson will be checking back in, and so Serrano goes to the line, her first trip to the stripe. She has 9 rebounds, but is looking for her first point of the ball game. Tatum up by 6, 30-24.
Yeah, and Martinez's first free throw is up and good as it rolls in there.
And, you mentioned everything seems to run through boys. I noticed that against Jowl the other night. The thing is, when that happens, a lot of times you don't have a second option, and they've done a great job shutting down Maestas, too, who really is their second.
Exactly. And this Mesa Vista team just kind of seems to be a one-trick pony, and Tatum's done a good job of shutting them down there, as they now only hold a 4-point lead. Need to get some breathing room here. Peterson tries to get a pass to Avery, and it'll be out of bounds off of Boys' hand.
Boys
there.
did a nice job, though. I mean, credit
Yeah.
where credit is due always. She saw what Tatum was trying there, and she cut off that lane, just couldn't control it.
I definitely agree. She shot the passing lane, and Peterson gets it, puts it up, no good. Mitchell fighting for the rebound, and one of the Trojans will throw it, trying to keep it inbounds, and Garcia comes away with it, and Colby with the mid-range shot.
Fed it to Colby, saw her wide open over in that left block, and she takes the 12-footer and puts it home.
Yeah, if Colby's open and has time to set her feet a little bit, she's a pretty good shot, as Peterson gets the rebound there and feeds it down to Avery to Garcia. Garcia lays it up, no good. Went from too soft to too stiff, and they're going to get Avery on a walk.
That'll be her 10th rebound as she got knocked to the floor.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to walk when you get
forearm shiver, a WWE move there from Charlene Archuleta to the floor, but they called the travel, not the foul. It's all right, we're up by 6, 32-26, 3:09 to go in the third.
Yeah, Boys now with it, bringing across the timeline here. We'll give it to number 21, Archuleta. Back to Boys at the top of the key, and Colby has done a great job containing her and keeping her pretty quiet here. And now moving it around, we've got Aubrey with it for Mesa Vista. She'll try to drive in and hit a mid-range jumper there, kinda, and it'll be no good. And they're gonna get Martinez, another foul.
So actually Garcia, so that'll be her third personal. That'll be the third team foul, and that'll put Serrano back at the line for 2 more. As it looks like Aaliyah De La O going to check in here momentarily.
First free throw is up and good for Mesa Vista, and this is a team that looks like to me they're having pretty good success from the line after halftime. It was pretty rough.
They are. They were 50-50 first half, but now they are 3 of 4 in the second, and a rebound by Hennard.
To Garcia. Garcia gives it down court to Mitchell, and Garcia goes to the ground but finds Avery. Avery will try to get the underhand scoop there. And shot is no good, but draws the foul.
Gonna get that on Serrano. That'll be her 4th personal, 3rd team foul. So Serrano really their inside size, and she's gonna have to sit with 2.5 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Serrano seems to be the big defensive pressure that the Coyotes have struggled with. So if we can get her off the court, that'll be big news for the Coyotes, as Mitchell comes out for De La O.
And going into this time for Mesa Vista will be Sandoval, like the county.
As Avery's second one will roll in, thankfully. And
we'd be up by 10 if we could hit our free throws.
Yeah, no kidding. Boys with it, dribbling around, calling for some motion here, gives it to Aubrey. Aubrey will try to drive in against De La O, and De La O's a pretty good defensive player for the Coyotes, so she's going to have some tough luck, as Sandoval's shot is no good, and Garcia rips away the rebound, and it is a foot race down to the other end, and she will be fouled big time with, I think, elbow was dropped into her arm there.
Yeah, Boys put it in there and knocked the arm down, but it will give Garcia a chance to go to the line. Her first trip to the stripe, 2 boards, 3 rebounds, 2 points, trying to add to it. Tatum up 33-27.
And if we could tack a few more on Boys, that'd be great, and get her in some foul trouble. And if we could get her off the court, that'd really help.
I have a feeling she would be out there even with 4.
But
She's got
if she
3
falls
now,
out, Yeah, I agree. But if she fouls out, they're just out of luck. But Garcia is 2 for 2 from the stripe.
And that's what you needed right there. Stretches it up, an 8-point Tatum lead, their biggest of the ball game.
Aubrey now with it will dribble around and pass it back to Boys. Boys going to try to drive around and dribble it off Peterson's foot. And Sandoval
did a nice job saving that one off of the floor as Boyce down, slow to get up as she's helped up, and she's a little gimpy coming up. There was a big collision under there between Boyce, Sandoval, and De La O. But she's up and she's a gamer.
Yeah, now Aubrey getting it in. She's going to get it into ultimately Boyce at the top of the key, trying to set up this offense here, and we'll find Sandoval guarded by Peterson, and she throws it up. Wild shot there, and Garcia gets the rebound and passes it to Avery, and here comes Boys, and she'll get the steal, feed it down to Aubrey Maestas, and that'll be the first score for Mesa Vista in a while. And now they're getting Tatum stuck back court, but they'll get it to De La O, pass to Peterson. Peterson puts it up, no good. De La O gets the rebound, and she'll draw the foul there, as hopefully they're going to say she was shooting.
Yeah, she should have been. She got hammered underneath after she got that rebound. They're going to tack that one on to Charlene Archuleta, her first personal, 5th team foul, and so Tatum will be in the bonus from here on out in the first. De La O's first one.
It'll fall in, and that's what the Coyotes need here. We got Mitchell coming in for Peterson, as there's some confusion with Coach Davis here, but it looks like he's going to get the defense called that he wants. And De La O's second one's no good. She gets the rebound herself, puts it back up, and it's ripped away from hindered by Boys. Foot race down court. Going to find Aubrey in the corner. She should get a walk call, but they're going to get it to Boys and try to find Sandoval, and they're going to get that one probably tacked on to Garcia there as she went to rip it away.
Yep, it will be on Garcia. Good eye, and that'll be the 4th on Naomi, so she's going to have to sit. So that'll be her 4th personal. That'll just be the 4th team foul, but now Garcia's going to have to sit, and that will be a big loss short term for Tatum.
Yeah, the Coyotes are going to have to run their press break, and if the Mesa Vista coach is aware of how Tatum plays ball, I would definitely run a press if I was
lucky.
them.
Martinez didn't get tacked for an over the back right there. Tatum up by 7, 36-29.
Aubrey drives in, lays it up, no good. Picked off by Mitchell for the rebound, given to Colby. Colby tries to get to Avery.
And then she got fouled in the backcourt.
They're going to get a foul on Boys. That is her 3rd, I believe.
That is her 4th.
4th.
And it'll be free throw time for Tatum and Colby Hennard.
And that is the best news I've heard all day. She now has 4. That's definitely.
She's kind of hollering at her dad just a little bit. So, yeah, that's not a good sign usually.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get her pulled off or not. They've got somebody coming to sub in. We will see her momentarily as Colby's first one is no good and Boys goes to the bench.
Coming in to take her place, Isabella Gallegos.
There is 49.4 seconds left here in the third as Colby's second one will fall in, thankfully.
3 points for Hennard in the ball game. Back up by 8, Lady Coyotes.
As Aubrey will bring it down. She's looking around Avery and tries to drive in against Mitchell there. De La O comes down with a free throw.
Her 3rd board.
As Avery will take it in the paint, goes to lay it up, and no call, but they're going to at least let it stay Tatum ball.
Gallegos got the hand in there, and at least from where we're sitting, that looked clean, so good defense.
Holland will inbounds it to De La O at the top of the crest there, gives it to Martinez. Martinez finds Mitchell. Mitchell back to Martinez. The Coyotes just moving the ball around here, I guess, looking for the pass as Martinez about loses it, trying to get to Colby Hennard, back to Avery, to De La O for 3, and it's overshot as it is saved, but going to be picked off by the Lady Trojans, and there's a foul on Mitchell.
Wow, they wanted the jump ball, not going to get it. So let's see for sure. There were 2 Lady Coyotes in the neighborhood. Good eye. It will be on Holland Mitchell. Just her first personal, though.
I was going to say it and be hopeful because I knew she didn't have any yet. So hopefully we can keep the rest of the Coyotes out of foul trouble. But so in the bonus, we'll go to the line.
Go 80 feet back down the court. Gallegos heads to the stripe for 2. Both teams in the double bonus. Only for 8 seconds, though. We'll reset for the fourth quarter.
Coyotes lead by 7 here, pending these free throws, and now it is only 6.
Gallegos now with 4 points.
Oh, I had my scoreboard wrong. Sorry, now Tatum leads by 7 as she will shoot her second one. And Gallegos' second one is good as well. So now we trail by 6, hustling to get it down court. Colby finds Avery. Avery dribbles it off of one of the Trojans' feet, and Martinez puts it up. No good. Avery goes to get the buzzer beater layup from the block.
And she's fouled.
So she'll go to the line.
Yep, good eye there. So let's see who they're going to call it on as Colby comes over to talk to Avery. A 6-point lead. Hopefully to be more going into the fourth quarter, and now the officials are discussing it. One of them, the whistle sounded before the horn, so yeah, there should be probably 1 or 2/10 of a second on the clock, and Hennard will go to the line for 2 as they are going to tack that one on Valerie Martinez, her 3rd personal.
And both Trojans and Lady Coyotes are, they're going to put some time on the clock, 0.3 seconds.
So that'll just be a toss-in and a tip. If you're Coach Davis, you just send everybody back because all you have time to do here is just try and throw it basically from baseline to baseline and try and get a tip up.
Looks like they're going to try to maybe get something worked up, just put it right back up, but
now you need Hennard to hit both the free throws.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth putting them down there and risking them fouling with as much foul trouble as we're in, but her first one will be good from the charity stripe. Now shooting her second. We really need these here to extend our lead. It's no good, and time runs off the clock. That is the end of the third quarter, folks. Your Tatum Coyotes lead by 7, 38-31. Tatum Coyotes leading Mesa Vista here in the 2A Girls State Championship in the pit.
We'll be back in 60 seconds for the fourth. Lady Coyote basketball continues in a moment.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
Back here at the pit powered by Nucinda in Albuquerque. Time for the fourth quarter. The Tatum Lady Coyotes with a 7-point lead. Alongside Trip Angel, I'm TJ Miracle. As boys back out on the court with 4 fouls to start the fourth quarter. Mesa Vista basketball. She'll take it to the right wing. Hennard on her tight. Long cross-court pass. Getting it to, that is Gallegos. Back to Boyce. Then gets a screen set. Boyce drives in hard to the rack, put it up, count the bucket and the foul. She's got 20, but drove hard to the rack and has a chance to cut into this one. See who they are going to tack on us. They are going to get Peterson for her 3rd personal.
I promise you that's not how Coach Davis wanted to start off this fourth quarter here, especially sending Boyce to the free throw line for the and one, but Peterson will come off for De La O now.
Boyce 2 for 4 from the free throw line. De La O saw some good minutes, and Boyce, the and one is good. So now 38-34, 4-point Tatum lead just underway here in the fourth. Under the full court pressure, they will break it. Martinez will bring it into the front court to De La O in the deep right corner. On her very tight Sandoval, bad pass. It'll be a turnover. That is number 14 for the Lady Coyotes. Back down comes Mesa Vista, and then a bad pass. Maestas will track it down right before it goes out in the far right corner. Then overthrown and into the backcourt. Coming over and getting it is Mitchell, and then she gets shoved in the back after the turnover. They probably ought to call a flagrant on that. I don't think they're gonna, and they're not. But that'll be Gallegos' 2nd personal. That's a bad foul right there, and it gives, of course, with Tatum only shooting 10 of 24 from the line, putting the Lady Coyotes on the line may not be the worst idea Coach Boyce has ever had.
But great job by Mitchell there. She was really hustling. She passed 2 Lady Trojans to get to the ball and draw that foul. And
made her first one, so she's got 3 points to go along with 4 boards. The young lady been fighting hard under there. Makes the first, puts up the second, and that one is off the side, but it will be a rebound by Hennard, and then she gets tied up by Sandoval. Possession arrow stays with the Lady Coyotes. That is 13 points, 13 rebounds for Avery Hennard, the double-double here at the pit. A quick inbound coming to Colby, then back to Mitchell. Back to Colby, trying to bounce it to Avery. She will for the Mountain West logo, working it around Martinez to De La O on the far side. Then back into the middle to Colby. Sandoval gets to her quickly. She drives it hard to the low post and puts it up and in on the baby hook. 5 points for Colby Hennard. Tatum up 41-34. And a 3-ball up and nobody home except for Mitchell for the rebound. 5 rebounds for her. And then on the fast break, a bad pass. It was tipped underneath, and then, that's a foul as they're going to get crunch on Sandoval. I'm pretty sure, it'll be Sandoval, so her first personal.
And Coach Davis feeling brave here. He's going to put Rice and Garcia in for the Lady Coyotes, bringing out Martinez and De La O.
And I actually like that here, Tripp, and let me tell you why. Because you're up by 7. You've got 2 of your best players on the floor here. Even if they foul out, 3 on the way for Garcia. It is off the mark and out of bounds. And last touched, as the ref says, I don't know who touched it. They're all talking about who it should go, and they say last touched by, they're going to say Mesa Vista. So the inbound, it'll come as a quick almost foul, but Hennard gets it then to Avery. Avery goes left baseline, puts up the baby hook. That one no good, and the rebound going to be brought down by Gallegos, her second. Gallegos pushing it forward and then out of bounds, and last touch by
Colby
Boys.
draws the foul from Boys, and Boys fouls out, right?
I don't think they're going to call the foul. As Coach Jesse Boys down there, he is given, it's just a turnover. That's the 16th turnover on Mesa Vista, so Tatum basketball in the back court, 6.5 remaining. To the front court, give it to Colby, then into the corner. Sydney for 3, and that one is off the mark. Rebound going to be brought down by Garcia, her 5th, trying to get it inside, and then they call the travel on the little shuffle for Sydney. That'll be the 15th turnover for Tatum. To finish that thought there, Tripp, I like the move because it puts 2 of your best players on the court. Even if they foul out, you don't feel real comfortable with the 7-point lead. If you can keep it at 7 or move it out, that gives you the best chance to win if they can burn another 2 or 3 minutes off the clock with both of them there. Little runner by Boyce on the right baseline is up and good. She's doing most of the damage. Full court press is on. The Lady Coyotes break it to Sydney, who misses one. Lady Coyote takes it hard to the rack, no good, but Hennard playing trailer there with the rebound and the putback. She's got 15.
I agree with your thought there, TJ, but I was just thinking, man, there's a lot of fourth quarter left to play. They got to play smart.
43-36. To Sandoval, to Boys, who sets a pick 4, but a great job by the Lady Coyotes to slide over to the baseline. Then out, 3 on the way for Archuleta. Shot up, no good. Sandoval tries to save it and does, right into the hands of Hennard, her 15th rebound. But then backcourt pressure from Sandoval almost knocks it away. Still loose on the court, still loose on the floor, and they are going to call an over-the-back foul. If that is on Boys, she's done. And they are going to call a push on Avery, so that'll be her 3rd personal. 2nd team foul. That will be a turnover on Tatum, their 16th. Each team with 16 fouls. 5:24 to go.
Tatum just needs to slow it down. They were not very secure there in their inbounding and their press breaker. They just need to slow it down a little bit offensively, looks like.
7 points, and then they're going to call a kick ball on the inbound as Colby Hennard tried to jump the lane and did, but got the foot up a little high. They're going to bring Archuleta out, putting Gallegos back in. So they have to toss it into the backcourt to Boyce. Boyce will take it up right over the Lobo and to the right side. Long throw over to the left with Gallegos. Garcia picks her up quickly. The handoff to Boyce. Step back from the left corner. 3-ball up, no good, and it'll be Rice with the rebound, her 7th. Sydney keeps it herself, brings it into the front court, and then they call a foul.
They're going to call a double dribble.
Are they going to call a double dribble? Yeah. Okay, darn it, I was hoping for the foul.
Me too.
17th turnover for the Lady Coyotes. 5:07 remaining. Tatum up by 7. Trying to win back-to-back state championships here at the pit in Albuquerque. Inbound to Boyce. Picks up her dribble, though, and Colby gets on her quickly. Gives it over and out. Boyce will take it back. Ultimately, then to Gallegos. Goes to the high post. Tosses up a 10-foot runner in just a desperation. I want to get fouled. Not actually make the shot, and that'll be Naomi Garcia's 5th. So she is done for the night. So Naomi going to foul out of this one. 4 points, 5 boards, and that's senior leadership off the floor now. And at the line will be Isabella Gallegos. She's 2 for 2 from the stripe. Now it's going to be on Mezzi Martinez's shoulders trip.
Yeah, for sure, and hopefully she can pull it together. She has definitely had to step up with Garcia. She does get in foul trouble with the amount of aggressive defense that she plays, and she had a little rough luck against the last matchup against Texaco. Same situation, but hopefully, since we haven't played Mesa Vista, they don't know our...
The tears flow, but Coach Davis says, it's all right, kids. You did everything I needed you to, and she did.
Yeah, for sure.
Shot up, and the first one will rattle home for Gallegos, 43-37. Lady Coyotes holding on to the lead here. Sydney Rice still out there with 5. Or with 4. Second one on the way, and that one is off the mark, and it'll be another rebound for Hennard. That's number 16. Hennard, or to Mitchell, rather. Now near side to Martinez. Martinez tossing it out to Rice. Between the rings, backs it up onto the Lobo logo. Now to Martinez. Gallegos on her tight quickly, then to Mitchell, then to Rice, and trying to get it inside to Hennard. Bad pass, turnover number 18. Gotta just be careful about that. Boyce down, crossing over, stepping back. Hennard does a nice job running her out. Toss it back around. Maestas then into the deep corner to Gallegos. Gallegos trying to direct traffic from over there, bouncing it inside. Gets it into Serrano. Serrano, whoa, that should have been a travel. It got missed, and then the 18-footer from the right wing up and no good. And fight for the rebound, and it'll be a long one for Hennard, but turns it right back over for Mesa Vista. But then it'll be another rebound on the shot attempt for Hennard. Good grief.
That's a lot.
That is a lot in a short amount of time. 3:53 to go. Clock ticks. Tatum up 43-37 to Rice on the near side in the right wing. Picking her up quickly is Gallegos. Sid brings it back out, hands it off to Martinez. Mezzi looking for some room. Can't find it, has to take it back to center court. Needs some help, bouncing it to Hennard near side. Hennard crosses over, takes it into the paint, gets bodied into, no call, and the ball out. It'll stay Tatum basketball. The fan behind us wants a charge. I don't think it's a charge. It'll be a timeout, though, for Coach Davis. We got a good one here, Tripp. 3:31 remaining in the ball game. Tatum 43, Mesa Vista 37. Lady Coyote basketball back in a minute.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And back here at the pit in Albuquerque, the pit powered by Nucinda. The 2026 Nucinda Credit Union NMAA State Girls Basketball Championships. 3:31 to decide a title. The Tatum Lady Coyotes looking for back-to-back wins here at the pit. Lead at 43-37, but still a long time to go in this one. With Tripp Angel, I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us here on Tatum Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. And on the Kicks 103 Facebook page.
Yeah, also a huge shout out, like we said earlier, the Hobbs band and cheerleaders are here to support, and there are a ton of Tatum fans in the stands, so it's definitely a good one as the Coyotes have a 6-point lead with 3:31 left on the clock.
So Sydney Rice to inbound it from the right baseline, gets it in at the 5 to Hennard, right corner for 3, and bang! Travian Colby Hennard with the 3 ball. She's got 8 in the game, and Tatum up by 9, their biggest lead of the contest.
Coach Davis sure was excited about that 3. I think he's been wanting her to shoot them all night long.
So the handoff comes to Boyce. She works against Hennard. That's Colby. Now she switches off on Rice as they toss it. Then to the top of the arc. Maestas for 3. That one is up and no good. And a foul on the rebound is going hard to the floor was Rice as she got crunched. They're going to whistle that one on Valdez. That'll be her 4th personal. 3rd team foul the other way. And it'll be Tatum basketball. So on the inbound, it'll be Colby to Avery. 3 minutes remaining in the contest. Tatum can taste it, but Mesa Vista can put up points in a hurry if you let them. Not taking the air out of the basketball just yet. Mezzi Martinez in off the bench for a fouled out Naomi Garcia. To Sid, back to the right baseline. The little hook shot turns into a pass to Avery from Colby. Her shot not going to fall, and it'll be Serrano, her 10th rebound of the ball game. And then they are going to call a foul on Hennard. Are you kidding me? I thought she had her tied up. When they do that washing machine with the elbows out, they should get it the other way. They're not going to.
They're going to get Rice on her 5th.
Wow. So Sydney will foul out. I don't think that should have been on Sydney. It's just me.
Dang, TJ, this is coming down to the wire.
7 rebounds, 9 points for Sydney Rice, and is the second Lady Coyote to foul out. As Coach Davis says, don't worry about it, kid. We got your back. You did everything we needed you to, just like he did Garcia a moment ago. 2.5 minutes to go. Desperation heave from half court, basically, for Boyce. And the rebound by Hennard, another one for her. That is her 19th board. As they are going to whistle Serrano. That'll be her 5th personal. So Serrano done with 10 rebounds and 3 points. So there is the board power out. And more importantly, is that the 5th team foul? Nope, that's only 4.
They're going to the line, though.
Let me see. Yeah, that is the 5th team foul. I missed one somewhere, I guess.
And the biggest thing, I think, I mean, after, of course, with her fouling out, if we can get boys to foul out, that'll definitely let you breathe easier, because I know she can definitely make up this point deficit in about 2 seconds.
And Jolene Torres will check in her place. As we click towards 6:30 here at the pit, this is a packed house getting ready for Kirtland Central and Gallup. And, of course, that's going to be a biggie, but it means a big crowd to watch this one.
Looks like you were right, TJ. They're going to say that they only had 4. So.
I thought it was. I didn't think I had missed one, but my books are sometimes rather suspect. So it is just 4, so it'll be a backcourt toss-in, Hennard to Martinez in the front court. Martinez trying to find a little room. Clock ticks with 2:15 to go. Bad pass. Hennard saves it at the timeline. Over to Holland Mitchell, then into the corner to Colby. Colby, the 16-footer shot up, no good. Peterson in with the rebound. The putback, no good. And then it'll be the 20th rebound for Avery. And then she's going to get fouled. They're going to say out of bounds, as Coach Davis was saying, look for the hold. I agree with him 100% there. I would have said it the other way, too, by the way, if you've listened to me long enough. No, boys will run the point, 46-37, under 2 minutes to play here at the pit in Albuquerque. Tatum trying to go back-to-back with a big blue trophy. Boyce comes near side to Maestas, who's been held in check. Maestas step back from 12 and is good. Maestas just her 4th point of the ball game.
Coyotes need to respond now and put some points of their own on the board.
Full court pressure on the 3-2 trap. Break it easily to Martinez. To the right block, cycles it out. Coming out on him. Peterson from the free throw line. Turnaround jumper, that one no good. And that'll be Gallegos with her 3rd board of the ball game. 1:24 to go. Boyce to Maestas, top of the arc. 3 ball is up. That one is off the mark. And it'll be Torres tracking down her 1st board. But Mitchell picks her pocket and takes it away from her. And then we're going to have travel on Avery. Wow, that should have been number 5 on Boyce, you ask me.
I agree. I mean, it's just, I don't want to harp on the refs. They're doing a good job. It's just a lot to all take in.
And that's the 20th turnover for the Lady Coyotes. As the inbound will come to Boyce right at the timeline. She takes it from the left to the right. Goes through Peterson, flashes around, short arms it. But there with the rebound and the putback is Archuleta. So under a minute to play, 46-41, 5-point Tatum lead. With the trap pressure to Martinez in the right wing. She'll take it through the right baseline, get bumped into, no call. Another rebound for Hennard, and Hennard will be fouled, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. They call that one on Maestas. That'll be her 3rd personal, 5th team foul.
We really need Avery to sink these here, and hopefully we can put some more on the board, because
up by 5. That's only a 2-possession ball game.
Yeah, Mesa Vista has came creeping back.
Avery's first, and it is off the mark. You need to get this one to make it 6. As Colby comes over and tells sister, hey, you got this, deep breath. Second one up, and that one is no good, and the rebound is going to be made by Gallegos. That's her 4th. Gallegos to Boyce. Clock ticks, 36 seconds to go. Into the deep corner. Sandoval, 3-ball up, and that one is off the mark. Rebound made by Mesa Vista, and the putback won't fall, but she'll head to the line for 2. That's Maestas with her second rebound. They are going to call Martinez for her first personal. Fifth team foul on Tatum. I missed one somewhere. So Maestas to the line. 5-point Tatum lead, 31 seconds to go. Maestas' first one is up, and it is good. She's got 5 in the ball game. She is now 1 of 3 from the charity stripe.
Coyotes have got to either do something, but mainly hopefully put some points on the board and let me breathe a little easier.
You need to answer. Yeah, I have a feeling my rescue nailer's coming out in a minute. And Maestas gets them both. On the full court pressure at 30 seconds to go. Breaking it with Mitchell. Giving it to Martinez, and then she gets run into by Gallegos. So it'll put Martinez at the line with 25.5 seconds to go. Tatum clinging to a 3-point lead. This is Mezzi's chance to add to it, get it back to 5.
Yeah, at least by 4, so they can't make 1 3-pointer and tie it all back up.
You are doing the math over there, young Padawan.
As long as we can stay out of the double digits, we'll be fine.
First one from Mezzi is up, and it is good.
Coyotes, they needed that one.
They certainly did. So Martinez, her first point of the ball game, and it is a biggie. Eyes the second, Ice Water, and that one is off the mark. Rebound made by Gallegos, that'll be her 5th. Back down, Boyce for 3, and that one is good by Maestas, drains the tray. And with 15 seconds to go, it is Tatum 47, Mesa Vista 46. Timeout by Coach Davis. Oh my goodness.
This is, I don't even have anything to say. This is.
We'll just keep it right here, even though we don't have anything to say. Well, this is what you want to see in a state title game. Mesa Vista came out and punched Tatum in the face. Tatum said, all right, we took your best one, but we've been playing Texaco and Eunice and Jowl all year. So we know what it's like to get punched in the face. Then they punched Mesa Vista back in the face, and Mesa Vista staggered but never quite went down, and now they fought it back to within a point. 15 seconds to go. It'll be Tatum basketball. So they've got to first trip get the ball in. Then they've got to break the press, and then you've got to think if they can get the ball in, that Mesa Vista's whole existence is going to be getting a foul before they can run too much time.
And having Garcia fouled out on the bench has hurt us so much. You know, just we've had trouble getting it down court. Has been our biggest weakness, looks like to me. And this is dangerous, having to throw it in at Mesa Vista's
back on their end line.
Yeah, they can just wheel it around and put it in, but hopefully the Coyotes can take care of the ball.
Up by 1. The inbound comes to Hennard, and they are going to foul her quickly with Gallegos, her 4th personal. Let's hike 80 yards, or rather 80 feet down the floor. And Hennard, normally I would, if you're Mesa Vista, you're going, you don't want to put this kid at the line. Whoa, that's a bit of a that should be a T, as running through her back was Martinez. That's horse manure. So Hennard at the line where she struggled, puts up the first, and it is off the mark. So her struggles continue as both Mitchell and Colby come over. Colby says, get it out of your head, sis.
And we need the second one to at least make it a 1-score game to tie it.
Second one is no good, and it'll be Boyce with the rebound. With 10 seconds to go, and timeout going to be taken by Coach Boyce.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. The free throw shooting woes for Tatum continue. They are 2 of 8 in this quarter. And that makes them 12 of 32 in the ball game. If we make our free throws trip, we're not having this conversation and the heart palpitations right now.
Exactly, but
I looked. They do have the defibrillator at the end of our row here. We may need it for me here in a minute.
No kidding, but I think this Coyotes defense can hold them. They just got to be smart, and you can't foul because then it's a free throw shooting contest, and Mesa Vista has had a much better time shooting free throws than Tatum has.
They certainly have.
Got to play smart defense, but still aggressive. You cannot allow any easy shots.
Mesa Vista 14 of 20.
9 seconds left. Here we go.
And it's Mesa Vista basketball from their front court. 9.5 seconds remaining. A 1-point Tatum lead. You can cut the tension with a knife.
Anybody's ball game, and here we go.
As they will toss it in, they will take it into Sandoval, who gives it over, and then a travel not called. The boys, top of the arc for three at 3 seconds to go. Boyce drains the tray, and timeout taken as this place erupts. 49-47. Aaliyah Boyce, who was quiet the second and third quarter, blows up in the fourth. 8 points. She's got 26 in the ball game, and that one may very well do it, but you still got 2.7 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, I don't know, you gotta get down court and try to throw something up and hope it falls in and hopefully tie it up and take it to overtime. Unless you can find Colby wide open on the three and try to respond to that. But
and you've got to come all the way down the court.
This is a tough look for Tatum.
It's 2 to tie, 3 to win.
2.7 on the clock.
And Coach Boyce is going to go ahead and keep his team out there in the full court press. As Mesa Vista's come all the way back, the pit is on its feet. 2.7 to go on the inbound. The forward to turnover into the hand of Boyce, and Mesa Vista will win the championship. They say to be the champ, you've got to beat the champ. And Mesa Vista comes from behind and knocks off Tatum on a last-second three-pointer by Aaliyah Boyce, 49-47. We'll come back to talk about it and wrap this one up. Lady Coyotes State Tournament basketball continues in a moment.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
At nmjc.edu.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jal, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Back here at the pit in Albuquerque, our final score, a thriller, but Tatum goes down on a last-second three-point shot, 49-47. With Trip Angel, I'm TJ Miracle, and, you know, in a game like this, the final numbers really, you know, they don't matter. They really don't. And, you know, Tatum came out and they left it all. There were just too much Aaliyah Boyce in this ball game. She finishes up with 24 points in the ball game, but none bigger than that last three which put the dagger in it for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. You had Avery Hennard with 15. She was the only Lady Coyote in double figures. Sydney Rice with 9. Just too many opportunities the other way. And Tatum, here's the number that stands out: 13 of 32 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
But you know what? Even though I know they're disappointed and everybody's disappointed about it, you've still got to look back on a great season. Yes, you finished up 25-7.
Yeah.
But you still get to take home a red trophy. Not as good as the blue one, but you still get to take home the red one. And so, you know, all in all, for Coach Davis's first season,
that's what I was going to say.
Got to be pretty happy.
You know, he had some extremely big shoes to fill when coming in, taking this position. He came from Plains, retired from Texas, and took up Coach Slover's position. And he was just south of 1,000 wins, I think, Coach Slover was in basketball. Yeah. So phenomenal coach. They got Coach Hennard to come back, and also assistant coach Taylor Skinner. This was her second year in Tatum, but I don't think she was an assistant coach last year for the basketball team. And just, you know, they lost some key players last year, and it could have been their ball game against Mesa Vista. They played their hearts out, and like you said, it just came down to free throws, but they still did an excellent job. And I mean, definitely trophy-wise, it doesn't mean the same, but I think the win against Texaco meant almost as much as the state championship, especially if you take the title away, because that was definitely a big one.
Well, I think so. And so with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on this one. We'll be back here at the pit tomorrow afternoon around 2 o'clock for the Hobbs Lady Eagles, as they will take on Rio Rancho to try and bring one of those big blue trophies home to Lee County. But Tripp, good job this year doing all the sports. Appreciate you coming in and coming on board. Hopefully you'll be back next year.
I hope so.
I hope so too. So with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on this one. The Tatum Lady Coyotes run here at the state tournament is brought to you by the Tatum Schools, Norley Hospital District, Now Pharmacy, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Western States Insurance, LECO, also Bob's Thriftway, New Mexico Junior College, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, R360, and Legendary Services. For Tiff and Evie Stuber, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. For Caden Suter, for Adriana Ibarra, for Dawn Morgan, for Tripp Angel, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from the pit. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noalmark Broadcasting and Kicks 103 Sports. We'll see you tomorrow back here at the pit. Good night.